ep56. This surprises me barely. This barely surprises me. Looks like we got a new weapons banner. Okay. I care less. Probably got a new one of these. No, that's not what I wanted.
Once
Yep.
there was.
Yeah. I know all this stuff. If I cared, I'd actually do it. And then there's a new story quest. Oh! Okay! I haven't gotten far enough in the story to know this one yet. Legit, I have not... I don't know two of these characters. I mean, Ningguang. Okay, Ningguang's got one. Yeah, alright, let's get back to the Jade Chamber Palace. I vaguely remember what we were doing. I'm kidding, I remember pretty much all of it. I remember pretty much everything we were doing. Oh, that means we are over by Wangshu Inn, aren't we? Oh no, I know where we're at. Alright. Yeah, it's probably better if we teleport. Yeah. Because if we just head to the area where the Chamber of the Jade Palace is, yeah. And plus, I don't feel like doing all that today. Why am I so low on health? Why am I low on health? I have no idea why I was so low on health. Divine Ingenuity. Adventurers Guild has discovered a strange domain outside of the outskirts of Liyue. This domain seems to change based on the will of the people within it. Oh, yay! And then I need to complete in the name of resistance to unlock. Nah. Fishing! Nah. We're good. After this, we can start doing the arcane story, like, the arcane story, right? Like, I'm able to start working on the arcane story. Complete, okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I still freaking can't do the arcane story. Which quest? I have no idea how to even start those two quests. I feel like there was something there. Wait for it. Cutscene.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
I don't believe your eyes what? That I carried that all back
that
there?
massive rock all by herself. She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh yeah, they were there.
Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
Dude, if you want a more bountiful salary, just take some more money of your paycheck and put it into your motherfucking... Put it into your taxes. Then you get a higher tax refund.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
Oh, because I did nothing.
My name isn't important. I'm not even
Welcome
here
to the stream.
compete.
Welcome.
I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua, and Ningguang's little helper.
Alright, guys.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plastrite specimen.
I wouldn't say rarest talent, but I am pretty good.
But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Literally, there's barely a difference.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plastrite we have received so far.
You know, not to brag or anything, but we only get top tier items here.
If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you
Free
are
place
welcome
to stay, let's go! I don't have to sleep in a teapot today!
Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
It looks like you haven't even started. Oh wait, because we just delivered the rock.
Shenhua, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
I did the same
What
reaction
kind of
here.
reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
That's because the only thing you're good for is being emergency food.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
I wouldn't say Ganyu's reclusive.
But I am not...
Oh, jeez.
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Uh-huh.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
Alright then, since it was your idea, Paimon, you're picking up the bill for both rooms.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
Camping, I like it.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your
They're
own.
an adeptus, they'll be fine, Paimon, shut up.
When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Oh, this is where I like the telltale options. But yes, guest accommodations are far more comfortable than the wilderness.
Okay. If you insist.
I don't insist,
Now
I'm
we're
telling you
talking.
facts.
Let's head to our hotel.
Uh-huh, and you're picking up the bill. Paimon, you want to sleep in these hotels instead of the teapot, you're picking up the bill. I do like the world building that's here. Because it's not like, oh, after said cutscene, it immediately just cuts to the Jade Chamber being back. Nah, they're rebuilding it, and it's an entire quest you have to do. There's just a light bugging out here. Hold up. You good? Alright, the light's fixed. How we doing, Chet? Alright, let's go check into this freaking hotel. Juan!
Hi there. Checking in,
Gwen.
are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area.
Oh,
and not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts.
Sounds like business is booming for you.
Business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here.
Stay away for like a
but
good.
notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before.
It does sound
Let's buy one for
appetizing, but
Shenhe, too.
I'll be fine.
She can have it as a midnight snack, or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now.
Alright, see ya.
If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
That is the opposite of me. You could be battering down the door and I'd be sleeping.
Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow.
That's probably an exaggeration. I mean, I get up to an alarm clock.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Let's go and say hi.
Oh, hey, how's it going? We're about to find out some information about Shenhe. Hey, Cloud Retainer.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
I want to say quite well, but they're not a doozy to hang out with like Paimon.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway?
Oh, you mean the one that we just took a place from? Yeah.
Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct.
That
However,
is true.
Shenhe is human.
Oh! Huh! So why on earth does she have Mr. Incredible strength?
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Ah, yes, I thought so. I totally did.
You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't
They had no animal attributes, Paimon. Like, where the other Adeptus, like Ganyu, has horns coming out of her head. Shenhe does not. And Yanfei has the ears. There were no animal attributes.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
No, that's an understatement.
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are
Extremely direct. Extreme, that's what we mean.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being
God's
of an
remains?
ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds very traumatizing.
Sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
Or it could have just been adrenaline. I mean, adrenaline doesn't last that long, but it still could have been. Look at that pillar off in the sky over by Dragon Spire Mountain. I remember when that wasn't even in the game yet.
One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
Well, how'd she win?
It's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
I don't know, Paimon. Why is a tiny person like you battling against the wrath of the gods?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age.
So when she means master, she means...
Indeed. It is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. Red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
Oh, great.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
You got it, Cloud Retainer.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhua because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Paimon, shut up. We got an eavesdropper.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows.
And let me guess, it's because Shenhe that you're here because she has homicidal tendencies.
Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm.
Most highly by enlisting our help.
If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Thanks. It's cold out.
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti.
Oh, we just got a letter. We just got a letter. Birthday. Today is my birthday again. Cool. Today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will gladly take all of that. Let's see. As a token of thanks, travelers will get 30,000 mora for completing the severe. Cool. Alright. I guess we can do some wishes. Sure, why not? Meh. And there's 3 wishes. So let's take care of the time.
Hey, so Shenhua.
Paimon, they already know.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
Yep.
Oh? How did you know?
Because they were eavesdropping last night.
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me.
I literally just walked up.
After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
So that means you're not going to talk anymore, Paimon?
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
I mean, you have given us no reason not to.
For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too.
True. And my lord, is it a good thing this game doesn't have a dating system. By far, if there was a dating system, it would definitely skyrocket the sales of this game. But it would also make this game a lot more harder than it needed to be. I am liking the plot of the story so far, though.
Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Holy crap, Paimon. It's a blue moon for you!
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title, Friend, very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list.
That is true, we should.
But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly.
Not to mention...
Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Darn it, I'm hungry now. I'm gonna go get some chicken. I have returned, chat, with grilled chicken. Alright, let's climb all this. And over here. Is that Beto? Is that Beto?
Look! Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
Cables.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Oh, hey, look, it's that new character.
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced.
So you don't want it falling out of the sky unbalanced. Okay.
Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level.
Uh-huh.
Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The
That makes
remainder of the
sense.
construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
Chungu?
One moment.
That was a
I'll
complete
be right
botchery of the name.
there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beidou, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
She's a pirate. Of course she
Sure
is.
am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh,
True.
I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is,
Have we
sorry,
met?
not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be
Someone
honest
tells me
with
you're
you
hiding
all,
things.
I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plaustrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Prices are in
Excuse
a
me for
skyrocket.
prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I
Shenhe's
don't
with
have any
us.
questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady
Okay.
Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top
All right,
3
then you guys
places
get half of
between
the
us.
list. We'll get the other
What do you
half.
think?
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
By the 3 of us being friends.
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plaustrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Let's go.
Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores.
I've never heard of
From
them.
what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Su Ling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
You can leave Master Zhang to us.
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady
Ah.
Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
Something tells me I'm gonna have no choice but to see
The
it.
opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
Uh-huh.
It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Ah! Wait a minute. Hold up. For us to continue the arcane story, wasn't there... No, it was neither of those. Yeah, story quests. Alrighty, let's go ask around. Wait a minute. I want to see something first. I want to try something first. Just a little experimentation. Can I? Or is there going to be a barrier? I wonder. Welcome to the Prime Entertainment Channel, where we answer only the really important questions instead of progressing through the story. Can I climb on you? I can. I am, yes! Oh, this is cool. Oh, are there any chests over here? Oh, darn. I was hoping for at least a chest. Come on, you didn't have to do me like that. Doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba. There any chests up here? I need a higher altitude. The one thing of realism I'm glad that's not in this game is how fast your stamina depletes due to the air, how thin the air gets. Like, honestly, if that was what happened in this game, I would not be having as much fun as I am. Alrighty. We should have enough stamina to get over there. Because you all know I always have Amber equipped, which means I have decreased gliding time. Hello, Asher Picker. Cutscene.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Yeah, what the hell is it?
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
I am?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
You mean Eugene?
Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself.
Never heard of her.
You're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The
Well,
types
sounds
of ore
like you were
needed to
getting
make
paid
wonder
quite
cores are a
handsomely
little
back
hard
then.
to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember
have both.
correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions.
Uh-huh.
It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually.
Then where do we start?
I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view
Ironically.
there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
Alright, fine. I'm pretty sure I have both. Do we have both? Because if we don't have both, I'm gonna stock up my inventory. There's no way I don't have a single ounce of Subrosium. I've collected shitloads. Oh wait, I can't say that. I swear I've collected mass amounts of Subrosium.
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top.
Alright, I'm gonna let this autoplay for a second because I gotta go and get me some food and drink.
This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti. The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero. Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite! The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster.
her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
Alright, I have returned. Alright, that's how the opera ends. Look at
I really
Shinra.
like this story.
You do?
But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
Paimon, it is thundering out. Dunderhead. Oh yeah, I gotta use my vision sight.
Windblade! Windblade!
Alright, there's one. Now where's the other?
Steady as stone.
Heal.
Yeah.
Windblade!
Okay, now I need to find the second one. Where is it? Can I just, like, farm the same area twice? Guess not. There it is.
This should be enough Star Splinter Iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
That is true. Alrighty. Alrighty, old geezer.
There really is
What all do
someone
you know?
Here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Let's
Hello,
be
sir.
louder.
We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Sir, may I ask what happened to your vocal cords?
Look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Excuse me, I don't recall you
Sorry,
being
You
Fred.
can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjun.
Uncle.
It's...
Shen-He.
Shen-He. You're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever
Welcome to
comes
stream.
here.
Welcome.
So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
They're her uncle.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjun has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Records about Subrosium. Hey, I found something.
Huh. What's this?
The doctor said you were gravely ill. Don't worry. I will give everything I have to save you. Yada yada yada. God said her fate was to bear the curse of calamity. I am sorry, my love. Forgive me. You too, Shenhe. Please forgive me. How stupid I was. How blind. Let me apologize to both of you in person.
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel?
You didn't
now
know
that I
this?
think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
Ragged notebook. Search for clues. A branch family of...
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
Uh-huh.
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjun.
It's her father. A former dream! I had a dream!
Let's have a look over there.
Uh-huh. What are you? Hold up. Oh, you're... It's Core Lapis. Magic Subrosium. like south of Mount Tenya at dusk and look the direction of the sun setting. Oh, yay!
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng. Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news.
Let's leave Shenhe be. She's catching up with her father. But fine. I so hope I'm right about this, because then I can't say jack if I don't know anything.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you.
Uh-huh.
I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped
so
him
you
from
weren't her father,
performing
you
the
were just a
summoning
very
ritual.
close friend.
I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Uh-huh.
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end.
Well, that is true, we did find some info.
Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I just realized, Shenhe, why were you waiting for us to get back? You're in a separate room! I don't understand some of these characters, and like, that's true about real life. I don't understand some people.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth. But
But
now
I'll
that
do
the
it,
main
goodbye.
character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
But,
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
I mean, yeah, you helped us out with no problem.
Ingen, cut the chit-chat. Let's go.
Says the queen of chit-chat!
We can't let someone else beat us to it.
We are going to be in the middle of a lake, Paimon. We are fine! Is this the Subrosium we need? Okay, what time is it now? Might as well collect the trophy. Subrosium.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Well, there's no way to know until we go. Alrighty.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Has Beto made it back here yet?
Oh,
Master Zhang.
goodness.
Oh yeah, giggity giggity.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing?
A-team.
I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Well, that's
Leave the
him,
Wonder
alright.
Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Alright.
You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Okay.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
And away we go! Collateral damage is acceptable. It's a doggy! We gotta say hi to the dog. Hoyo. Why is there no way for me to say hi to the dog or pet the dog yet? I am dead serious about this feature. We are the rats.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
What happened to Little Helper?
Oh, already?
Yeah.
All three of you found them together. Okay, I see.
Uh-huh.
The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What?
What about Shenhe?
It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet.
I can't believe it.
What can I say? I'm a traveler.
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Where's Beidou?
Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Well, before we had to attack, before there was a city attack. I'm going with I still can't teleport here, eh? Don't mind me, Beidou. We're friends. We're good, right? We're friends. We're fine, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Ningguang. How's it going?
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment.
That's the control compartment? Okay!
The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky.
And the upward velocity will push us toward the ground.
Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise. Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a
I'd say that I saw this coming
panoramic
from a
view of
mile
the
away.
mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
Why do I have a feeling like we're gonna be acting in the
You're
play?
next. What is your question? I
What
should
is
clarify.
mine?
I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Damn it!
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well. Guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Don't you dare!
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Because you're an airhead!
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Ooh! Salary's gonna be good!
We just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Yeah, you've earned it.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
No.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
In Liyue Harbor? No.
Liyue Harbor
Mondstadt?
is very
Probably.
impressive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can
Exactly
find
why I
yours
like
soon.
living in Mondstadt, and I don't like living in a teapot.
Hey, what's going on? I
Hey,
just went
Beto.
to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto. It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Beto is here every other Tuesday. What do you mean?
Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry.
You're
I
not
have
planning
made
on
preparations.
attacking Izuma, are
The home
you?
dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Oh no, it's that one
Glad to
thing.
hear it.
Okay.
Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beto? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
The thing that
You'll
adept
see when
us,
the Jade
adept
Chamber
word of us.
ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
We already know.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Tevat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Forward velocity, upward velocity! Oh, it's an actual cutscene. Oh, dang. Oh no, not this guy again. Didn't I kick your ass already? Alrighty.
Q, the Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife, final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Hold on. You mean that's his wife? He had a wife?
He sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
No,
In this
we're on
human
our own.
age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
C6? Wait, what the heck? Am I missing? I think I'm missing out on some details. You sure you don't need me to do this? This Pirates of the Caribbean movie hitting different.
All hands, tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
Ganyu, you ain't doing jack. So we have our Geo power at this point. Oh my lord, I died!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Oh dear. Anybody getting Zane vibes from this? The battle's not over yet. Are you crazy? Excuse me, what the hell just happened? You guys catch what the hell just happened? Cause I didn't.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
You
I
know
hardly
it.
see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
Well, allow me to take care of this with me and my squad.
La 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 la.
Obey!
Alrighty.
Take your true form!
Come on. You clever girl.
Windblade!
Ugh.
Bet you can't.
Alrighty. I'm counting on you, Noelle.
As a dutiful maid would.
Huh. Come on. Attack me, you bugger.
Unleash!
I'm so close to defeating this. And you know we're gonna finish it as a traveler. Come on. Hit me. This is the traveler's game. We'll finish it with the traveler. Weaken them down a bit.
Not so hard!
Alrighty. Come on. Let's go, you nasty buggers. level 71? Come on. You could at least do better than that, right?
You'll pay for that!
Mm-hmm. One head down. Alright, where's the third?
Ouch! Meanie! Huh. Huh. No escape! Hey! Go!
Windblade!
This isn't that hard.
I'll protect us.
Let me just eat some stamina food. Defense food would be good. That'll be good. That'll definitely be good. That'll be good. That'll be good. Alright, we good.
Go with the wind! Yeah.
Out! Meanie! Huh. Bet you can't keep up with me!
Take your true form!
I didn't know I could attack from that close. Y'all are weak. Come on, I shouldn't be able to have to only use 3 characters to take it down. I should be having to use my whole team. There we go, you're getting better. Afraid it's too late though.
Windblade!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her.
Exactly
If the
my
place
point.
collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Oh man, I love fighting gods in this game. Fighting gods in this game is fun. The fact that we're on episode 56 and there is no end to this game in sight, it really says a lot. Are you alright? Are you okay?
I'm
Are
just
you
a little
alright?
exhausted. Otherwise, fine.
Well, that's good.
I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me.
Well, considering I've tangoed with death several times, it's kind of my hobby and my pleasure.
Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
Oh, you know, same old, almost died, comrade almost died. I ended up saving the day. You know, the usual Tuesday for me.
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Yeah.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
What's generous treatment?
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal.
How many did you lose?
Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire millilith, thank you for your service.
Just like the hero in the story.
Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
That's what most heroes start out doing. Protecting others.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Well, you know, I'll be on call.
Yes, ma'am.
Send a carrier pigeon and I'll be on my way.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
Hello.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
Are you saying I would have died?
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time.
The last time I had to be buffed to hell! I'm not gonna complain, I was one-shotting enemies I wasn't one-shotting earlier, so I'm not gonna complain.
Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
I forgot, you were the one Adeptus that doesn't really like humanity.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Good.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but
It has.
I feel happier than I expected.
Good.
She didn't.
Please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, One has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh, come on!
They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest.
Cloud
Come to
Retainer
the
was
Jade
just the
Chamber
average
and
American
recover your
mother.
Energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
Are we gonna have fried chicken? Because I could honestly go for some fried fucking chicken. Oh, the Jade Chamber has a thing now. I can teleport to the Jade Chamber finally! Lord Arcos, you have answered my prayers! I swear, it may not seem... I feel like no one from MiHoYo is actually listening to my gameplay. But there's like so many things I know I've complained about specifically that I don't know how many people have complained about. And I'm not gonna care to look into it. Because it makes me feel special.
Come on, we can do it.
The play!
Wow, everyone's already seated.
Yes! Yes!
Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here
Tastes
are
good,
my
too.
distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now.
Oh,
Here
look.
she's going to
I'm at the
perform
cool kids
the
table.
Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
Lights, camera, action. Whoa! What? This is amazing! Whoa. They incorporated the red string?
笔披冠，到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。
Wait, we're in this! Oh my lord! I fucking love this!
彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。
Are you done
再
yet?
会，
Please say you're not
亲朋
done.
友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
I fucking loved it.
Wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun. Here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an Adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler.
Ah, yes, hello.
This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Go home, Steve, you're drunk.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Seems like she has a long way to go.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
That was amazing. Let's see what Shenhe has to say.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you.
Fair enough.
I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
I'm sure you don't. I am still learning much myself. Well, with completing that, I say we are on a pretty good place to stop. So I'll see you all in the next stream. #